Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So to achieve this hairstyle, I used 2 packs of Brazilian wool and a kinky hair. I used Guess Girl color 1900, and in parting my hair I was using this long stick, which made it easy for me to do the clean partings. That's a tip that you can carry. It's like using a long comb. And in this tutorial I'll be showing you 2 methods on how you can achieve the African threading bun, and this is the first one, where you'll begin with your wool and you'll be wrapping it in the clockwise direction, and in each wrap make sure you hold it firmly. As you can see, my finger, there's no distance between the wrapping and my skin and my hair. I'm holding it so that I can get that perfect African threading hair, because let me tell you, if it is loose you'll be getting a different result. Keep watching to get the full detail about this hair. I really tried my best with the first, as you can see, and now I'm gonna be giving you tips on what I learned as I went by. And as you can see, if you don't wrap firmly, the end, okay, it's not that much of a big difference, but I kind of realized if you don't hold your hair while wrapping firmly, it really unravels and you'll be getting a different look of the hair threading. So I'm repeating the same process, and then I'm going to show you the other method. And in wrapping, make sure the hair that you're wrapping with, the hair that I'm wrapping with, is longer compared to the hair that is being wrapped on. I really need you to understand this, because you'll be wrapping and the hair that you'll be using to wrap with ends and this other hair is still there, and when you try to like interchange it, it unravels, and it was so disappointing for me. And this is the method that I saw that worked for me, by making sure that the hair that I'm wrapping with is longer compared to the hair that I know you understand it, the hair that is still you get. And at the beginning, make sure it's so firm. I'm gonna be wrapping at the same place once or twice, but make sure you don't make it a knot, like a huge knot or something. And as you continue, just keep on wrapping firmly and not at the same position. I don't know how I can explain this, but especially if you want a thin kind of look, you'll be wrapping it slantly and tightly and just keep going, not at the same place. Yeah, keep on watching to get the whole detail. And to answer the nagging question, is this hairstyle painful? For me, I can really say it wasn't painful. I never really had a hard time sleeping day one and the rest of the days. And I can say it depends on how tight the hairstyle is done. You know, the more tight it is, the more painful it will be. And for me, it wasn't really painful. And so, yeah, I can really recommend this hairstyle. It was so versatile and it was very creative to me. And the fact that I added a different color, I really loved it. And so wish that you can try this out. Anyway, we are adding the hair, and my technique on this was leaving a small piece of hair on top and then wrapping once or twice. But make sure you don't forget the hair that you left. You see that small strand of hair that I'm trying to you put it down and you keep on wrapping. You're gonna wrap upwards and then downwards so that you can hide the hair, mostly because my color wasn't black, so I had to wrap up and then at the middle. And you'll be having a difference between when you add the hair, you'll be having a huge kind of knot because it will be seen. But I never really saw it as a bother because when I put it in a bun, no one will really know where the hair is. Like the huge knot thing wasn't seen, so I really never mind. And after just wrapping once, twice, and thrice, you're gonna be tying a knot and then cut the remaining wool, leaving the kinky hair. And I enjoyed this method. It was so suitable for me. It was very easy to do, and I was wrapping up like that at the end. And this is the second method. The second method, you're going to be starting with the kinky hair first, and you'll be wrapping it on your hair, and then you'll be adding up the wool. And this remains the same, whereby I was saying your wrapping hair should be longer than the one that you're wrapping in with. The rule still remains the same. The only difference with this method is that we are beginning with the kinky hair first, and then we'll be adding the wool later. And so in this method, you won't be needing to add the kinky hair later because you've already added one. You're just going to be wrapping, and to the desired length that you want your kinky hair to reach, you'll be tying a knot and cutting your wool, and that's it. So it depends on which method you'll prefer, but I actually prefer the first method compared to the second because I was using a colored kinking. So you can see you'll be seeing like the colored hair in between the wool, and I never really liked it. I really tried my best to hide it, and I think it is possible, but maybe I was just tired. But either ways, I prefer the first method. Which method would you prefer? But the both are so much suitable. You'll be getting the same results. And this is me after the results, after doing all that. And of course, you always treat your scalp. I always stress on this, and I'll be putting my African threading into a bun and trimming. And honestly, it was only after I was done with this hair that I came to realize that I actually did a lot of them. I feel like for a bun, I would have done like maybe 10 or 20, but it was too many. But it's not like it was bad, but I'm just saying it would have been better if I would like reduce the quantity or something like that. I feel like that's something that I can recommend, that you do it differently. Anyway, thank you so much for watching up until now. These were my results. So that's the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching up until the end. I really hope that you've understood each and every detail about this hair. And for my subscribers, I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I really hope that you're enjoying my channel and everything, and learning actually, for that's the main thing. And I am finally back. Stay tuned for more tutorials. Anyway, bye. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that like button, and support me because I'll be sharing more tutorials. Thank you.